Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you how to play Ultimate Frisbee.
In order to play Ultimate Frisbee, you're going to need proper equipment. The proper equipment is as follows. You're going to need a disc since we don't throw bricks. You're going to need to wear any other pants than jeans because you're going to hate yourself more than you already do. Cones to mark the end zones in order to know where you're scoring, because if you don't have cones, you're not going to know where the scoring zones are. And water, because we all need water to live, and you're going to hate running around, whether it's in the spring and you got blasting heat and you can't breathe, you need water. And bright shoes to add about 5 miles per hour to your top running speed.
Once you have the proper equipment to Ultimate Frisbee, the next step is to learn how to throw and different types of throws. If you already know how to throw really good or you are a Frisbee god, then skip to the timestamp displayed on screen.
The backhand, in order to throw, you're going to have your hand positioned in a way where it's either curled on the edge or it's flat on the edge, and then you're going to tuck it, and then when you tuck the Frisbee, you're going to extend, snap your elbow, and release, pointing at your target in order to throw the disc. When learning to throw a flick, your fingers are going to be positioned either like this, as they are in a hammer or scuba throw, or you can have your index finger help level the disc. Because when throwing a disc, keeping your wrist flat gives you the best accuracy. This is more used for power, this is more used for control. The hammer is a throw where your fingers are positioned like this in the Frisbee of the rim. It's going to then be positioned behind your head, and then you're going to step towards the target with your pivot foot in order to have a successful throw. The Olympian is a throw that is more used in expert or veteran Frisbee because you have to use your entire body and then you have to hold the disc in a really awkward fashion. You have to have your hand cupped around it like this and then your thumb holding the inside. And then when you release, you would be pointing towards your target and you need to level your whole body out in order to complete the throw. Thumb flick, you're going to have your thumb positioned around the rim of the Frisbee, and then it's the same as the flick, except when you're releasing with your thumb. When throwing the scuba, your fingers are positioned the same as they are in a hammer. However, instead of going from the right side and then over, you're going to come from the left side and then flick up. One of the modifications to a flick is if you throw the flick at the ground at a certain angle, the air underneath the disc when it rotates lifts it off the ground and then it can still reach the target after bouncing off the ground. Once you know how to throw, then understanding the rules of Frisbee is next on the list.
At the beginning of the game of Ultimate Frisbee, both teams will flip a disc in order to determine which team will be throwing off and which team will be receiving. The team throwing off, when they throw the disc off, if it goes past the end zone, then they have to bring the disc up to midfield. And then the receiving team will start at midfield instead of in their end zone. Once the receiving team gets the disc, the player that holds the disc can only move by pivot foot, and they have to work with their teammates to get the disc all the way to the other side of the field. In doing so, if you catch the disc while running, you only have a couple of steps that you can have to take in order to stop, but there's no more movement after that. As a side note to scoring in Ultimate Frisbee, each score is 1 point and the game is played up to a total of 15 points.
When defending an Ultimate Frisbee, you have to be at least disc length away from someone. They are not allowed to swat the disc out of your hand. They have to wait until you release the disc in order to fly it, and then there's a turnover. And then the defender can count stalls. So once they reach stall 10 in regulation Ultimate Frisbee, the disc is automatically turned over. When playing Ultimate Frisbee, with a defender in your way, there are the multiple throws that you can do in order to actually get the disc past it. The backhand, if you pivot puts on the right side, you can get around the left side really easy. However, if you pivot puts the left foot, you can step to the right and throw a flick.
That's probably the basis of Ultimate Frisbee. I might be Tim Carroll. Thanks for watching.
Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm going to teach you.
So it's a Timmy Carroll throw?
Carroll throw.
Okay, got it.
Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm going to... Ooh, yeah, okay. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you a... Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you how to catch a fish. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you how to. What the hell happened there? Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you how to play ultimate frisbee.
That was beautiful.
Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. God damn it. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Oh my goodness, look at that. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you.
Damn it! We had it, Tim!
Hi, I might be Timothy Carroll, and I'm here to teach you. Mother.
Water to prevent death. We're all humans. We know what we need. We need water and love. Glen Gatlin, boy. And once you have good grip on the disc, tuck back, extend out, and release. Before beginning a game of Ultimate Frisbee, the two teams will flip the disc in order to decide which team will be throwing off and which seam. Before beginning a game of Ultimate Frisbee, you will flip the disc in order to decide which team will be going first. Be going first? During a game, if a player, say, catches the disc, how do I do that? I drew the arrowhead backwards. During a game, if the team that has the disc throws to a player in the end zone, I did it again! What the As a side note to scoring in Ultimate Frisbee, if you don't know what's happening, look at Charles and then just say, hey man, I don't know what's going on.
No, but get this. If instead of me doing the how to play Ultimate Frisbee video, maybe I can do an artist statement on how hard it is to film videos by our failures.